Um, Let me ask you this. What do you think the industry can do to improve the look of all diamonds, not just rounds?
A great question again, because I'll tell you what, we've been researching diamond cut now for at least 7 years. We've built some of the best tools and the best methodologies for evaluating how well a diamond is cut. And the more research that we do, the more it points out, at least to me, is that our industry, the diamond cutting industry, is going to another level. Precision diamond cutting is going to be key for making really pretty diamonds on a consistent basis. And here's why. The pavilion, as most people in our industry knows, the pavilion of the stone sets up the stone, good or bad. So because the pavilion acts like a bunch of miniature little mirrors. And if those mirrors aren't lined up exactly right, you can lose a lot of the performance of that diamond. So, especially in these fancy shapes, you get into the radiant cuts and the cut corner squares and the emerald cuts, and they have multiple tiers or multiple steps or multiple levels of faceting, especially on the pavilion. And if they aren't put on the stone in the exact correct relationship to each other, the stone won't perform or be as pretty as it can. So I believe that our industry will be going through a period where we'll see some really fine diamond cutters step up to the plate and start producing diamonds on a really high level of precision, much like the hearts and arrows type diamonds for round brilliants. Round brilliants are actually pretty easy to do that with now because they've learned through the years how to do it. But when you get into the fancy shapes, it's a whole nother story. Even more so. If any consumers are going to have access to this video, excuse me, they need to know that diamond cutting there's a lot of science in diamond cutting. There's also a lot of art, and here's why. Diamond is the hardest substance that we know of. It could be the hardest substance in the universe for all we know. And you can take any other mineral, material, anything on our planet, and if you can have access to diamond dust, you can bend that material to your will. You can do anything you want with that. But the only way we can cut diamonds is using diamond powder. And therein lies the art of what diamond cutters do, because they have to get the facets placed on the stone exactly correctly. They have to make them come to a point at exactly the right spot, and they have to get the polish perfect as well at exactly the same time. Dealing with the grain in the diamond, diamonds are like trees. They have growth, and sometimes the growth shifts right in the middle of the crystal, and the hardness changes. And so for a diamond cutter to do what they do is phenomenal. And yet, based on all the research we're doing, we're saying to the diamond industry, you guys actually are going to have to step it up another notch, which some people are going to fight tooth and nail not to have to do that, but the big winner will be the consumer in the long run.
Awesome.